Yes, I believe it's already done. Already done. Already done. It's already done. Yes, it is. Oh, it's already done. It's already done. Everything I've asked for, I'm already healed. In the name of Jesus, I'm already healed. Oh, already free. When the sun sets free, I'm already free. If anybody in here believes it, come up, clap your hands. Feel like singing tonight? Y'all feel like singing tonight? Come on, keep those hands clapping. I want this to get in your spirit right here. It's already done. It's already done. It's already. Come on, I can't hear y'all say it. It's already. It's already done. Come on, say it again. It's already. It's already. Come on, sing a little bit louder. It's already done. It's already done. That's it. Say it's already. It's already done. One more time. Say it's already. It's already done. Oh, it's already. Come on, can we say this properly? I'm already healed. I know you're still waiting on the manifestation. It's already happened in the heaven, and I'm already. That took place at Calvary. And for those of you walking in bondage, I'm already free. Don't let the devil put you in chains, you know why? You don't have to live in bondage. I'm already. One more time. I'm already. Come on, put those hands together one more time. Come on. It's a finished work. It's a done deal. Can we declare it over you?
Presents the Al and Smoke Show with our community man, Al Tillman.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Al Tillman.
And comedian Smoke. Start your weekend Fridays at 3:15.
Right here on AM 980 WDDO.
With guest appearances by Miss Maylene.
Cause don't nobody know your business like me.
And her neighbor, Jim Bob Wilson.
Hey, Maylene, when you gonna make some more neck bones? Put your foot in.
Fridays, 3:15 to 4:15 p.m. on the all-new
WDDO
107.9 FM.
Community service is a key element to any vibrant city. At Bay & Associates, we believe it's the glue that holds communities together. I'm Joe Morris, and I'm a personal injury attorney. If you need me, call me, 1-877-929-6250.
If you've been wondering where your old-time gospel favorites are, well, they are right here.
I'm on my way. See the day.
Every weekday at 9 a.m., where Vertice inspires us, lifts us, and takes us back with Walking Down the Lane. Come hear the oldies with Vertice on 980 a.m. WDDO. Glory.
Hello, this is Bib Sheriff David Davis. Everyone has heard of signing bonuses to join big league sports teams. Well, I'm here to tell you that you can get a signing bonus to join our big league law enforcement team here at the Bibb County Sheriff's Office. You can earn up to $2,500 extra just for becoming a Bibb County Deputy Sheriff. For more information, call
Connecting the community through gospel. The new 107.9 FM, W300EB, Macon, and WDDO 980 AM, Perry, Macon.
The views expressed on this program are not necessarily.
We may or may not have time to go. Right, but I think between Ms. Maylene and David.
LLC, WDDO AM, it's
also
management or advertisers, but are the views and opinions of the
participants. Let me know when you want me to bring
the
phone, and I'll bring some information.
It's the Al and Smoke Show every Friday.
y'all, my name is Smoke.
Al Tillman.
Just going too far. You going to jail for this one.
You going to jail?
We've got two radicals with our message. Well, I got news for you. You ain't heard nothing yet.
Yeah, y'all just act like I'm just not him.
And if you don't know, now you know. Glory, glory.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Al Tillman right here on AM 980 WDDO.
Smoke, you got us live on your social media? I'm live on my comedians.
70,000 sheets of paper for $2. Can I get a witness up in here?
Cause they know I don't play.
Gotta turn that down.
It's the Al and Smoke Show every Friday.
Haircut, yeah. Missing a haircut.
You stealing, ain't you?
And everything.
I knows it all.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Al Tillman and the Smoke Show right here on the Glory 107.9 with each and every Friday. I'm just gonna
give me a haircut, man.
Let's get it on here.
Smoke.
Wait on you.
Come here.
The show.
Look me up, man. I get. You still go poop? one of my haircuts you to go to poop.
Look, I know we on. I'm waiting on his lead.
It was pushing it back, you know. What's happening, y'all? It's Friday. Once again, welcome to the Al and Smoke Show. This is your boy, comedian Smoke, along with my man Al Tillman in the house.
What's going on, brother?
Live and in color, baby, on another Friday. You know what I'm saying? Right here on 107.9 WDDO. We appreciate y'all joining us in. You heard that? Yeah. Join in with us on Facebook. Also go, huh?
They all of that, man.
Yeah, all that. Go on Facebook and log in, step in. We're going live right now. Our special guest, Miss Maylene, Jim Bob Wilson.
We can see you today, man.
Oh, yeah, you can see me. Got some light on me. They brought the 100-watt bulbs for me today, y'all.
People were saying, was that really him talking all that talk last week? And they're like, we can't even see him. So,
hey, I was in the dark along with my skin. So I'm a dog brother, but you got to bring the lights, man. You got to bring the lights. And they had the little computer lights, the LEDs.
That was supposed to make you brighter, man.
Yeah, but they was in small letters.
Oh, okay.
They needed capital letter LEDs. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
not the lights around.
We are here. We want to thank all our partners, our sponsors, Famous Mike's down there with the famous shrimp and grits, Our Masters of Macon. We got to get Lawrence Vincent in here, man. It's going to be getting chilly. We got to get Lawrence Vincent in here. Talk to us about Our Masters, what we need to do. That's one of our partners, one of our sponsors.
Right.
Overtime Bar and Grill. I want to say, what's up, man? To y'all had lunch over there this week earlier with the mayor.
All right.
Yeah, we enjoyed that. 360 Automotive as well. Mother's breakfast and barbecue. Yeah, if you want to be a part of the show, hit us up 478-781-8003.
There it is.
Smoke, I don't know. I've been trying to reach Jim Bob all week. I don't know if you talked to Jim Bob.
I talked to him.
I know Miss Maylene's supposed to be here on subjects and topics. So what's going on with Jim Bob?
Yeah. After he got the food back from the R. Kelly, he decided to try to sell it.
Is that right?
Yeah, and they put the cuffs on him.
Is that right?
But he out now. He out though. He out.
Yeah.
He traded him 2 pigs and a chicken, and they let him out.
It's a Friday. It's a big weekend coming up. I'm excited, man. I'm a boxing fan. Fury Wilder 3 is going down, man.
Who you going with?
Well, listen, when Wilder fought Ortiz, he's from Tuscaloosa, and we got ties down there. Dexter and Steve Brown, all the guys down, and they was always bragging on Wilder, and Wilder always seemed like he's in trouble. But Wilder at the time was like 39-0.
Yeah.
Never lost a fight. So when he went into the Tyson Fury fight, this last one, I think there was a draw. He was like 41-0 or something, and Buster had called because he was trying to bet for the first time, and I was like, man, I said, put the house on Wilder.
What?
And so during this last fight, a couple of years ago, of course, we saw what happened at Tyson Fury. And now listen, published reports are out. They said he cheated. The gloves were altered. All of this stuff, and so Wilder fired his manager, say he was giving him tainted water, threw the gloves in.
What the water tainted with? More water.
I don't know. So
it was tainted with a knockout. That's what it was tainted with.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that boxing match this weekend. There's a few things going on this weekend. I got to get my thoughts together. I know we got a guest join us when we talk about entertainment,
right,
and what's happening in Macon and Middle Georgia. This guy, like no other, knows what's happening. I can't see him on my screen. It's David Ayala out there. David, you with us today?
Hear me out.
Hey, David, how you doing, man?
Hey,
I want to introduce David Ayala. David Ayala is the general manager with Spectra. Helps run the Macon Centralplex and the City Auditorium. And if anybody that knows about entertainment, let me tell you, David and his group came in years ago, and they've really shifted and made some stuff happen. He really has. And I tease David. They turn Macon upside down. But sometimes, Smoke, those staff that still think they run some stuff.
Right.
David trying to figure out who they are, and sometimes he'll say, "Just tell me, Al. Just tell me."
Yeah, don't let him figure it out. He ain't got time for all that.
And I ain't snitching on nobody. I'm like, you got to figure it out.
Try to get to the bottom of this now.
I'm glad to have David here. David is going to tell us what's going on with the Centralplex. How you doing, man? First of all, welcome to Macon. I know you're a native of somewhere, but just introduce yourself and tell people who you are, man.
Yeah, first off, Al, thanks for having me. Smoke, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too, sir.
David Ayala is the name, general manager for Spectra Venue Management. Been in the industry since 2008, and this is really my fifth stop with the company, all pretty much up and down the East Coast. So Macon so far is by far my favorite. Got my two kids here, my wife. First time we've been able to really plant some roots, buy a house, mow the yard, that type of thing.
You mowing the grass?
Yeah, I am. I enjoy it. It's something fun to do with the kids on the weekend.
Oh yeah, definitely with the kids, because
after a couple laps, I change the kids. Somebody else sits on my lap, so it's a good time.
So David, one of the things I know years ago, Macon was for years. Always considered a B and or C market. I think when Spectra came on, we were able to get acts like a Mary J. Blige, a Charlie Wilson, more recently a ZZ Top. And so just share, what has Spectra brought different from what we used to have years ago when you came into this market, and what y'all have been able to bring and offer us?
Yeah, it's there's a lot of reasons behind it. The first one's relationships. Obviously, with Spectra, we manage 150 different venues, so that they know that when they come to the market, we're going to take care of them. We're going to treat them right. And the other thing that kind of goes unnoticed is outside of my control, but it's the support that the community gives us. It's people buying tickets. It's people rolling out the red carpet when these acts come in town, and making it a place that people want to stay and even come back in. So, one of the things that we heard most often in talking to agents and even acts when we took over the place is the hospitality, specifically inside of the arena, wasn't what it should be when we got here. They weren't treated like we wanted them here, and we changed that pretty quickly. So everybody that comes into the buildings, we roll out the red carpet. We make sure that we're on their hip, and every little detail that they want and ask for, we're going to make sure we get it to them by hell or high water. And we're going to make sure that this is a place that they want to come back, and that we treat them properly. So, go ahead.
So I was just going to say, one of the things people need to know and to make sure that you guys manage the Macon City Auditorium and the Centralplex, and there's a difference when you're talking about the Centralplex and the Marriott Convention Center. So just break that down, because people just think, I used to get all the calls, they blame y'all for everything.
Yeah. So we're over the arena, the parking area, and then the people that manage and own the actual Marriott hotel are over the hotel and the convention center. So the divide is actually the loading dock area, which if you come to a concert, it's behind the stage. But we deal with everything in the arena side. So sports, concerts, and all that jazz, as along to the auditorium as well.
David, competitive wise, that's been one of the issues for local promoters, where we and David, I have to be honest. You guys are not facing this issue anymore. Meaning that when big promoters were not having shows, you were dependent more on local promoters, because you guys have been able to get A-list artists. Talk about the relationship, but between those that still try to do something, local promoters versus some of the larger ones, and how you're managing that.
Yeah, so we work with everybody, and what I like to do is I'm very transparent when people reach out, and I say, hey, here's the competition that I have within the area that you're looking to book, whether it's a local promoter or a national promoter. There's, to be honest with you, we don't necessarily work too much with national promoters. It's more the regional promoters. The national promoters are typically going to the Atlantas, the Charlottes, the Columbias, the Jacksonvilles, the Tampas. And what we do is we work with the local and the regional promoters to get the one-offs that, might be up for grabs, might be up for bids. So they don't have to drive, 700 miles to go from Tampa to Atlanta or Columbia. They can stop in Macon on the way through. So, we work deals directly with agents and acts, but we also pull in local promoters and regional promoters to help get those acts, but also obviously share the risk and the profit as well.
Yeah. Smokes, you got a question, but before you do that, I need to set this up as far as making Bib doing the Splost. Recently, I think you got now, we passed something, we're giving you $10 million plus to what we call rehab the city auditorium. That's probably one of the oldest copper domes in the state or the country. So David, share what that $10 million is going to do, because Smoke just wants to make sure he's going to have a place to sit.
Oh yeah. My question was just, along those lines of will the capacity change, and what new things are being added?
Yeah, right now the capacity is not changing. It's what we're currently doing is really redoing the whole, what we like to call the arena bowl of the auditorium. So where you're sitting watching the show, it's going to have a whole new look and a whole new feel. For us, the big issue for bringing really the bigger acts in there is the stage size, the rigging capacities,
Right.
The non-sexy stuff that, the general public not necessarily be aware of, but that's very important. The HVAC as well. I mean, we have so many problems with the HVAC. You can only turn it to a certain point before it freezes out. That's getting changed. And then from a fan standpoint,
So people that don't know what HVAC is, high school basketball, right?
So it's the air and heating.
Lord. See, these acronyms, man. I'm thinking, okay, but the HVAC system.
The HVAC system, heating, ventilation, air, and air conditioning. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Gotta be comfortable if you're going to enjoy
That's
it.
the auditorium or the central plate you're speaking of.
That's the auditorium. Auditorium.
Okay. And so how much money was it total, Dave? I'm saying 10 million. Is it more than 10 million? Is it less than 10 million?
Well, David got to get his cut now, so it's down to about 1 or 2.
It's kind of up in the air right now. It could be 15, it could be 10. It's dependent on what the actual design comes back with, which hopefully we'll know here pretty shortly.
Well, some preliminary stuff that I saw, Smoke, was like, David, and you can tell me, I don't know how much is this going to happen, but outside, you're going to be able to walk up the stairs, and it's going to be like a glass opening or something.
Yeah. So we had to cut that back just because that was a lot with the cost of goods right now and the way shipping is.
Shipping, you might not get it.
With COVID. What do we talk about the handicap accessibility and people trying to get upstairs? And we're specifically talking about the city auditorium.
Yeah.
So that's what people, a lot of the, it's
so
like 2,400 to 2,600 seats that folks are.
Yeah. So the thing we're going to be doing recently that, everybody's going to be able to notice, besides the paint, the carpet, the chairs, that type of thing, is the main floor of the auditorium is going to have restrooms now. So, and it's going to be more than one or two stalls or one or two bathrooms. It's going to be enough to supply the amount of people that we're going to have on the arena floor. But then we're also going to have those ones down by the concession stands as well. So those who are handicapped won't even have to wait in line as much longer upstairs, and most people won't even have to go downstairs to where the concession stands are.
Wow. Let me do this call. Ladies and gentlemen, we're sitting here. This is the Al and Smoke Show right here on the Glory 107.9 FM and 980 AM WDDO. We're talking to the general manager, David Ayala, with Spectra, Macon, Bibb County, Georgia, who's handling the Centralplex and the City Auditorium. He's our guest today. David, them are doing some rehab and all of that good stuff over at the Centralplex. Some things are happening. David, how have you guys been able to manage during COVID? You know, and let me, some of this stuff I know, but the general public may not know. But we know COVID has been played a big factor in shutting some things down. Talk about the creative things that you guys have been able to do versus if, let's say, Macon Bibb staff had the facility.
Yeah, so good question. Now, obviously, with COVID, the live entertainment industry has been hit one of the hardest that there is, and we've really been able to do some creative things, concerts in the parking lot, drive-throughs. But one of the things that we're most proud of that really helps the economic impact of Macon Bibb is we were able to attract the Go Big show to Macon, which is a TV show that's on TBS. It will air season 2 sometime in January.
Is that the one with Snoop Dogg?
The first season had Snoop Dogg. The second season did not. It had T-Pain.
Yeah. Okay. See, people don't even know that Snoop Dogg was here for like the entire time. They were like live. And only people that knew is the people that was either like the extras or people that drove up. That Snoop Dogg. How long were they here, David? I remember.
6 weeks. 6 weeks.
Yeah, so Snoop Dogg was like hanging in Macon, and so if y'all smelled marijuana on that side of town for 6 weeks, because let me tell you something. This is what I know. You know, we handle Brumman. I'm like his road manager, and Brumman would joke and tell me seriously, Snoop Dogg travels with a guy that all he does is roll his weed.
Yeah. It was an interesting time. I think,
and that happened over at the Centralplex.
That was at the Central. He stayed at the Marriott. I think he even took down the smoke detectors, to be honest.
We ain't gonna need those.
Because even the Pan African Festival had their event over there outside.
Yeah.
And so awesome. People, David, do you see this as the new norm? I mean, because other folks is there now an option that folks could come and do an outdoor event versus wanting to go inside?
Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on the event, right? So concerts, I don't know that that's going to be the new way of the future. I think, and I was just at a conference actually last week in Nashville, and they were talking a lot about this. But I think, you'll be able to see more festivals, things in the parking lot. But you'll start to see, digital meet and greets, those types of things, where instead of doing it face to face, I think what you're going to start to see is whether you pay the upcharge, you might get a secret link, and then you can visit that link to have an interaction with the artist instead of doing it face to face.
Now that's kind of cool because a lot of artists now, even with your cell phones or happy birthdays, artists are doing that through a digital service, and so that's something that's going to be great. David, I do have some other questions that I want to ask you about when it comes to show. Is it still called urban versus secular? Or secular because I'm trying to figure out what's the terminology when you're talking about an urban show versus the white show. What's that terminology? And I'm trying to see how do y'all balance that out?
Yeah. I mean, it's a good question. I don't know that I necessarily have a name for it, but for us, it's all just dictated on ticket sales, right? So I don't necessarily come and say I want to have this show here or that show there just to balance out the month, but ticket sales do, and we're very big on analytics and data, and we look at history, and it's easier now because we have history of the 5 years that we've been here. So we can go and say, all right, Charlie Wilson sold really well in October of 2017. So, that's a good time to have a show. But this other show didn't sell very well in May, so we should probably look to skip that. So, it's really ticket sales driven. We know we can't pack the market with two of the similar shows in the span of 2 weeks because it's going to hurt both shows, and the discretionary income obviously isn't there to support that. So it's all analytics driven, and that's kind of how we do it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't really realize that, regardless of you having the money and want to reserve a building for an event, that the people that run the place have to look at what they have on schedule to see if you fit in with what's going on right now, instead of just saying, I got an open date and you can have it.
Well, Smoke, you might remember this back 20 plus years ago when we were doing radio and we did the Southeast Comedy Super Jam.
Right.
As a promoter, you were the talent. I was a young guy. We were scared to like charge over $10
for real.
And that comedy show, if you remember, in 1999, we had the highest numbers of a comedy show back in 1999. I don't think they were keeping up with the numbers back then.
Not like that.
After that, the highest rated comedy show that ever came to making after that was Steve Harvey came and did 2 shows at the City Auditorium. Where people were just afraid to go over to the Centralplex because it cost so much money. So David, the numbers now, because I see now like comedy shows would never ever, especially urban comedy shows or black comedy shows, would never go to the Centralplex.
Yeah.
And so now you're seeing the Mike Epps, the Bruce Bruces, the Samoas, and all of these folks over at the Centralplex. Instead of the, what was interesting, like the 95 South, the 85 South guys was at the auditorium. They did 2 shows. And so Smoke, his was interesting. This is how I knew that comedy had changed. Right. David, I don't know if you remember this when you was like the 85 South guys were coming, and I think they were like still new to everybody, but they had a huge social media following. And I was like, man, I don't really know these guys. I don't think it's going to do anything. David calls me back like a week later, said, Al, they already sold out there on the second show. And it was advertised on radio.
Right, they did it on the internet.
So David, tell us about how it has changed in that aspect, radio versus some of these artists that's on social media, man.
Yeah, it's all social media, right? All they need to do, all they need to do is put out a tweet or a TikTok video or a Facebook, and it sells. I mean, it helps the show because you have to spend less on marketing, but at the same time, the thing that I always like to say, and Al, this best, is ticket prices are really dictated by the artist and what their guarantees are and what they charge. And so if they know there's less expenses that need to be sold to sell a show, then obviously they're going to charge more. But anyways, it's from my standpoint, it's a lot easier to sell a show when all they need to do is put out a tweet or a Facebook message and it just goes. I mean,
well, sometimes it hurts the local folks that's waiting to the last minute because, and especially if they're not on social media, and then all of a sudden they're trying to get a ticket or a good seat, because the old way is I'm going over here to stand in line. I'm gonna be the first one here, and they get over there in line, and
no line,
and thousands of tickets have been sold.
Yeah, I mean, I would even say like 90% of our tickets are typically sold online. So I think even the mentality
that's really changed for making, man.
It is.
That's really changed.
The mentality of on sale. Let's go to the box office and camp out. It's different now.
Let's talk about shows, David. Since you guys have been here, how long have y'all been here now? Spectre has been here now
5 years.
Right. So what's the biggest selling show? And I'm asking you that, but I want to talk about R. Kelly show. Well, let me talk about R. Kelly. I don't know how long it's been, 3-4 years ago. Last week I talked about when Gary Disjordan was the GM, and I was a young promoter, and I was hanging out over there, and R. Kelly wouldn't get out of the car. And Gary Disjordan, as the GM, sent word down. He's got 10 minutes to get on stage, or I'm holding the money or the purse or whatever. But I was going to ask you, what's the biggest show that's been sold, whether it's and I know you all had plenty of sellouts. So just tell people, and then I want to know the average ticket price, because I think people are going to be shocked to hear this in Macon, Georgia. Where do you want to go for average ticket price, and then the biggest shows that's happened in Macon so far?
Yeah, I mean, R. Kelly's one of them, sold out. Charlie Wilson sold out. Alabama sold out. From a capacity standpoint, Jason Aldean obviously sold out. those are probably the biggest. But then at the auditorium, I mean, 85 South, Bob Dylan, Willie Nelson, Earth, Wind and Fire, ZZ Top. Those are all ones that come.
And years ago that was unheard of.
Yeah.
And so, David, based on what you know is making now, what market are we? And are we still a last minute ticket selling?
Nope. We're definitely not a last minute ticket seller.
Hey, there you go.
I mean, to me, and I tell agents and promoters this all the time. I judge a show based on the ticket sales because you have an on sale and it just trickles, and trickling to me might be 20 to 30 tickets a day, and that's what it's doing. It's not going to have the on sale and then a huge back end. We just don't do that anymore. I mean, there's certain shows. Like I would suspect the Isley Brothers in a couple of weeks will have the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I was about to
Who's coming? Who's coming?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. Well. Anyway, I was just wondering what were some of the acts that's on the way? We know the Isley Brothers on the way, but what are some of the newer, bigger acts on the way to the City Auditorium and Centerplex?
Yeah, so next week we got Earth, Wind and Fire, which will be their second time back in a couple of years. I mean, if you haven't seen that, it's a huge.
I don't know why I told everybody Earth, Wind and Fire was last weekend.
No, it's this week. It's Tuesday.
It's on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Now, what was interesting about Earth, Wind and Fire? Because the African American urban art. I was asking David. I was like, I called you. I was like, why are these shows so close with that and the Isley Brothers? And it was something interesting. Tell us.
It's there's a
lot because usually
of
you won't put two urban acts that close together.
Yeah. Earth, Wind and Fire is pretty good crossover. I mean, I would probably say it's 75% being white or Caucasian. So
that's great, man.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's great.
Just some other things. Obviously, Isley Brothers. We got Foreigner, John Fogerty coming up. Another one I'm really excited about is what the Tubman's doing with Smokey Robinson. I think that'll be great.
Oh, Smokey coming.
Yeah, that's in January of next year.
January. Yep.
Yeah, I got my tuxedo ready, man. I got my tuxedo already ready.
All right. Thanks for putting me down for hosting all of those. Hometown host, Centerplex. And
So David, listen, we want to thank you for coming. Anything else that you want to share? You got a question on Smoke before we let
not really, man. He's hitting a home run on everything we've wanted to find out about, and we just hope it continues to have great success, and people start to go ahead and understand that this market is building, and it's going to get larger. It's going to get larger.
So David, tell people how they can connect and keep up with what's going on in the Centerplex.
Yeah, obviously check out our website at makingcenterplex.org or look us up on Facebook. You can subscribe to our email cyber club as well, just to be up to date with on sales and pre-sales. But come check us out. It's really the place to be in Middle Georgia. We tell people we draw from 70 miles north, south, east, and west. So people all around Middle Georgia are starting to come to Macon to check out what we have to offer, and we'd love for everybody to be a part of it.
Yeah, and I know y'all were at the big announcement for the amphitheater that we're working toward getting at the Macon Mall area, and that's going to help y'all. We're not competing with ourselves, but that's going to help us.
Yeah, it'll be a natural progression. I mean, you got the smaller theaters like the Hargray that go to the auditorium, which is 25. Then you got the Coliseum, 65, and the amphitheater at 10. So natural progression to keep the Macon music history coming.
Last question for me. How can people begin to pay, whether it's with food or whatever? People need our cash now. The credit card machine's up. Are we taking what cash out? What are we doing where people can pay and with money these days when they come into these events?
Yeah, I mean, we're still taking cash and card. We're strongly recommending to use card at all of our points of purchase, but not much has changed from that front.
All right. Well, David, my man, thank you so much. We're using this new technology. You didn't have to be in the studio today. Gave you that option, my brother.
COVID.
Yeah, David, I want to thank you and your team and your staff. Y'all really do a good job, man, and I appreciate you. Ms. Maylene she's in one of my other ears saying she's trying to call in. She wants to talk. and she's asking, she's saying all kind of stuff. So David, you continue to listen to us. Miss Maylene says she wanted to ask you some questions, but I'm telling we give her own segment. She can't ask you questions. But Miss Maylene's coming up shortly. David, anything else, my man?
No, I appreciate you guys. I had a lot of fun talking to you today.
Thank you, man. We appreciate you. Look them up, the Macon Centralplex Facebook page. David Ayala, GM with Spectra, Macon Coliseum, Macon Centralplex, man. Thank you so much, man. We'll catch you later. Be blessed. Yeah. Yeah, that was fun, man. So,
Great,
so Smoke, can't wait till the Isley Brothers come. Yeah. Smoke, your favorite.
You don't know
Jackson,
nothing.
are we ready for our favorite auntie?
Oh my goodness.
She's
She
here.
on the way. She
wanted to chime in. You gonna bring her in, Smoke?
She keep calling and calling, man. They told her just a minute. I ain't got no more minutes. I'm like, okay, all right.
David Ayala. It's the Island Brothers.
You can't even know.
Who's that lady?
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Maylene.
Yes, baby. That's my jam here. Maylene. Maylene, baby.
She's jam.
Lord, she got that later. At least she ain't got that.
That's the Alley Brothers.
That thing up ain't on today. Ooh, Miss Maylene is in her groove.
Maylene, baby. How y'all doing? I'm that
You all
lady.
right?
Come down, binding, know your business like me. David Ayala. How you doing, baby? You didn't ask him, is the Isley Brothers gonna sing Who's That Lady? Cause that's me, baby. Miss Maylene. Who's that lady there? David Ayala. What his name?
David Ayala.
I'm sorry, baby. I don't know why the parents name the children these names can't nobody spell or pronounce. So look at here. So today, what I'm gonna do, I want to talk about how you keep a relationship. Smoke, you got a relationship? Because you got to have somebody take with you to see the Isley Brothers, baby.
Right.
In order to do that, you got to keep your good self a relationship.
Right. So
Miss Maylene gonna talk about today, y'all, in my segment. This is my segment now. Now, don't you say nothing while my segment is going on.
We got
I want to talk to you about how you keep your relationship happy, baby. I don't care if you're dating a man, a woman, you're married, 2 mans, 2 girls, 2 cats, 2 dogs, 2 horses, and a zebra. If you're in a relationship, you need to do some things to keep your relationship. So the first thing you do in a relationship, how you keep this is how you keep your relationship going and happy, baby.
Okay.
Happy home, happy life, happy marriage,
happy wife.
Taco Bell, all that, baby. So the first thing is, in your relationship, baby, you want to make sure you have your own toilet paper. Yes, when I use my bathroom and I got my man staying with me, I takes out my toilet paper. That's my toilet paper.
Right.
Say I buy the right toilet paper. I can't have him coming here using up my toilet paper, and then I get ready to go in there, and it ain't no more.
He got to bring his own.
Buying no cheap toilet paper with my thumb going through there. See, some of y'all think that your finger just dog like that. No, you can't wash that off. And that smell. So number one, to keep a good relationship, baby, you buy your own toilet paper. Yeah, that's what you do.
All right.
The next one, number whatever, number 15. Your light bulbs. I buy my own light bulbs when I go in there use the bathroom. Or when I get through changing my clothes, I screw my light bulbs out. I don't want nobody using up my light bulb. Because y'all know how it is. You're sitting there cheering and thinking you're going for the Atlanta Falcons, and then you lose, and then you're sad, and you're losing my lights on. You're falling asleep with my lights on, so I screws my light bulbs out.
You don't want the Falcons to lose with the lights on.
A good relationship. Now, if my man, Mr. Willie, Jim Bob, they want to come over and talk to me, they have to bring their own light bulbs. Because I takes mine out. So that's how you keep a good relationship. Buy your own
bring tissue and bring light bulbs. Okay.
Smoke, you got your own light bulbs?
Yes, ma'am. I hear you. I can't be pooping in the dog.
Okay. The next one. Number 3. You got to drive separate cars when you go somewhere, baby.
Why is that now?
Drive separate cars. I've been in a relationship a long time, and I drive separate cars because, see, what happens is when I meet my friends and I see somebody I ain't seen, Maylene, in 40, 50 years, I had to sit there and talk to them. And I have a good relationship with them. And you can't be rushing me. I might see a sugar daddy.
A sugar daddy. That's one of them candy ball.
Smoke, you heard what I said.
One of them sugar babies. Candy. The caramel.
Candy ball. I'm talking about a man. So I drive my separate cars in case you meet you a sweet sugar daddy and he can go home. Or you can go home and do what you gonna do in separate cars, and you ain't got to be fussing and arguing. Cause one time I stayed a little too long and get into an argument with this man, and I had a bunch of watermelons in the car, and the car ran off the road cause he wanna argue about me staying and talking too long. So drive your separate car, and then what happened with the watermelon?
Yeah.
Well, the watermelon busted. And I don't know if you ever had watermelon all over you, baby.
No, I ain't never.
It just don't look good. Now it tastes good, but it don't look good.
Don't look good. Okay, can't wear watermelon.
The next one. I'm going on.
Okay.
The next one you want to do is
relationship.
This is how you keep a good relationship.
Keep a good relationship.
Your man, your husband, your other significant one, 4, 2, and all that 3. Other. David Ayala. Is you got a relationship, baby? Oh, he's gone.
Yeah,
okay.
Ayala.
Kissing the mustache.
What?
A man need to shave his mustache. I don't want to be sitting there had to kiss no man with all this hair around his throat, his nose, his neck, and everything. So shave it off, cause and you just want to your throat. Y'all done heard it. You're trying to goggle and you're sounding like a cat. Mixed with a zebra all in one. You're trying to get the stuff out your
throat. You off the chain today.
What in the world?
Just let you clear your throat smoke.
Right. Let me clear my throat.
So make sure you clean your mustache, because this Maylene knows it all, baby.
Clean shave.
I'm binding on your business like me.
Can I ask you something, Maylene? Can I ask you something?
The next one. Well, this is the main one, baby, I want to talk about. And this here.
Bring it on.
Yeah, go ahead.
I said pets, baby. Dogs, cat, roaches, rats, mice, and all them things. Zebras, snakes.
Some of them not pets.
You got pets in the house, baby. Clean up after your pets, here. Y'all know you got these dogs and your cats, and you got a relationship here, and then you come home and you're stepping in stuff that you ain't never stepped in before.
No, man.
And so you got to clean up all that stuff. I don't want to be cooking my food, and then next thing I know, I got something in my food that don't belong there. Some cat hair, some zebra hair, some cat hair.
Yeah, Jim Bob got a lot of pets next door to you.
Yeah,
Jim Bob pet.
Go ahead, baby.
I was just asking the Jim Bob pet.
Jim Bob, I stays next door to him.
Right. I'm just asking.
What I don't want to do is, listen, baby.
Right.
You got to clean up after your pets.
I'm listening.
Oh, see, what happened is, I've dated a man that had a hamster. And I had my rat trap down. And I don't know nothing about he done let the hamster out to get some exercise. I thought the hamster Smoke, tell me, baby, don't the hamster have the little cage that he walks around and around?
Yeah, he got a little treadmill thing. You can run around the circle.
The hamster out.
He let him out. And what the hamster did now?
He let the hamster out, Smoke. And then I didn't put down my rat trap and mice trap. I don't know about the hamsters walking around.
You didn't kill the man hamster.
The hamster's supposed to be in his cage.
Right. Well, you still running around the house?
Caught the hamster. And it says my fault. But anyway, clean up after your pets.
All right.
Clean up after your pets, baby.
So what about the
and
hammer?
This is the last one, baby. Oh, baby, this here is it.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, last one. Last one from Miss
Know
Naaman.
you're being like me.
Right.
And I knows it all, baby. This is relationships. This if you're in a relationship, ladies, let me tell you something. This is the number one in the world. Y'all listen to him. Oh, y'all listen to him. Don't be taking no relationship advice for somebody that ain't been in a relationship. Y'all know what I'm talking about. These little fast girls right here, you been married with your man and had your man all these years, and they trying to tell you how to have a relationship, and they ain't got nobody. The last relationship she had was when she was tied to her mama umbilical cord.
Umbilical cord.
What is it?
Umbilical cord.
That thing before you're born.
Yeah, yeah.
The umbilical cord.
Yeah, okay.
That's the last relationship she had. But she trying to tell you to go on and leave him. Don't cook for him. Tell him this. Don't put up with nothing. And she ain't even in a relationship, but y'all want to sit around and listen to these young girls that don't know no better.
Mm-hmm.
How you gonna take some advice from somebody, Smoke,
right,
if you ain't got no man?
You can't.
How you gonna take some advice from somebody? She telling you how to cook something, and she don't even cook nothing but poke beans and
beans. Yeah, my daddy like them.
Poking beans and bean and winter. That ain't no meal, baby. That ain't gonna do nothing but hurt somebody.
Yeah. I told my dad to slow down on them. They gonna hurt him. Poking beans and wings.
Smoke, you know I know Bobby.
Yeah, I know. I know you know her.
Is Bobby still cooking the bean and wieners?
Yep. Whole spaghetti pot full. Yep. My mama trying to get him to stop, but he like it.
Those are my tips for keeping your relationship, baby. Now, this is how you keep a happy relationship.
Happy relationship.
Bean and wieners in the pot.
And y'all be blessed.
I just want to know about
I am yellow. I'm gonna be at the Isley Brothers singing and jamming, baby. Tuesday,
all right.
Wow. Beautiful lady. I'll see y'all next time, baby. Y'all be blessed.
All right. All right.
Like me.
Nobody knows like Miss Maylene. Lord have mercy.
Beanie weenies. And she know your daddy Bobby.
Poking wing.
I know he cooked the poking bean.
She trying to get me in some serious trouble with them beanie.
Relationship tips. Miss Maylene just gave it to y'all. This is how you keep your relationship.
I think those relationships are down the drain already.
Yeah. Smoke, your boy Jim Bob. Well, we gotta go check on Jim Bob, man.
Yeah, man. He done got out, man. He rustling up the pigs, getting them all together and trying to get the farm straight again.
It's just they said somebody want to call it, ask me a question. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Glory right here on 107.9 FM, 980 WDDO. We're here. I'm Al Tillman.
This is Smoke.
Yeah, we come to you each and every Friday, 3:15 p.m. Yeah, you're streaming. We're streaming live right now on social media, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Periscope, LinkedIn, and all that stuff. You can even listen in on the Glory app. As well, or WDDO.live. If you're just in the car and you want to take us inside the house on your phone, you can even do all that stuff, Smoke.
That's what's good.
Yeah. It's a Friday, man. I'm getting ready for the big Wilder fight, man. We celebrated my father-in-law's 88th birthday, man. He's still driving, doing his thing.
Still driving?
Yeah, man. He's still driving. Got his truck.
That's
88. Good. I posted some pictures on social media, man. Everybody came up to the house, and we took a drone shot.
Mm-hmm.
Took a drone
you
shot.
got a drone?
I don't have a drone.
Okay. My brother got a couple of drones.
My niece had one. I think these are different drones, Smoke.
Man, the four propeller drones, the ones go up in the air. Yeah, that was drone. There's only one kind of drone unless you're talking about military drone, man.
Drones, man.
Hey, I'm not high tech like that anyway, so you know, and this computer stuff is.
Want to say what's up to our good friends. Everybody's tuning in, listening to us. I want to say what's up to Mother's Breakfast and Barbecue over there on Pine on the Avenue, 360 Automotive on Thomaston Road. Air Masters making. My man Lawrence Vincent. We got to get him in here next week and tell us what we need to do. It's about to be winter. How we need to get caught up in all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
Famous Mike's. Going. Yeah. Overtime Bar and Grill.
Overtime.
Smoke. We got to do all of that, man. And so I want to thank all our partners, our sponsors. I'm working on something. We're working on our next Chew and Chat. We got our Chew and Chat coming up Sunday, November 7th. We're going to be sending out some special invitations for that. We're going to be over at the Mill Hills Arts Alliance Art Center. You're going to be there. Hopefully we get our friend Tyrese Turner over there. It's coming up the end of the year, man.
That's gonna be great.
You know, we surviving it all, man.
Got a birthday coming next month, y'all. We're gonna try to do something for it.
Yeah, November, man. That's all, a lot of y'all birthday in November around the same time.
We're gonna
all the Teague Entertainment guys.
Yeah. Tone Dobbs.
Yeah, and Player.
Yeah.
Player, what's up, man? Up there in Winston-Salem, North Kakalaki, man. He moved up there when Brian Williamson connected and came RJ Runner. So Player up there. We've been up there doing some shows.
Also, one of our supporters, Gary Mallett.
Yeah, what's up, Gary? Gary's birthday, he's February got up.
Nah, November 17th.
Yeah, man, I tell you, all y'all, man, birthdays in November.
Me, him, and Tone back to back.
Well, everybody's right there together. Buster's birthday coming up October 19th.
Him and Aunt Esther got the same birthday. Remember that?
Right? Yeah.
Aunt Esther from Sanford Son.
Yeah. All that, man. So, hey, man, it's celebration time, man. So y'all get ready for these big concerts. Or if y'all missed us earlier, David Ayala, Miss Maylene, what she call him? David.
She said something.
I am yellow. So.
She missed the man.
David Ayala with Spectra at the Centralplex GM. He was our guest today. And we learned a lot of information.
Great interview with him, man. Yeah, he put it out there for us, man, and let us know how the Centerplex and the Macon City Auditorium is going to upscale their looks on the inside and renovate and probably more concession area or a better, looking concession area. They're adding more bathrooms. So this is going to be extravagant. Can't wait to see the finished product.
Yes, a lot of stuff happening with that. I can't wait. There's a lot of good things happening in Macon, Bibb County. Commissioner, I want to send a shout out to Commissioner Elaine Lucas and send a shout out to her family. Senator David Lucas, who right now is recovering, had a serious accident. He's blessed to even still be with us. This brother here has been through it all, but David is Senator Lucas is definitely a survivor. I want to say send a shout out to Dr. Mary Butler. She's going to be celebrating her anniversary. Those of you out there that celebrating, going to be doing some stuff this weekend. Right. Listen, man, Smoke, I'm noticing something from both of us today, man. Somebody's sending a message saying they cannot, for the first time since we've been on the show, see neither one of us with Falcon attire on.
I did slip today. I started to wear something.
You look more like you a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Don't say that. That's the last team I cheer for in the NFL.
So here's the thing, man.
Dallas Cowboys are the Atlanta Falcons with 5 rings.
well, here's the thing, man. Dallas Cowboy fans are probably some of the rudest and whatever.
And there's so many of them in Macon. I don't understand how we get all these Texas fans in Georgia. And they from Georgia.
Yeah. I want to say what's up to class of 89 Southwest over there. They're loving the Miss Maylene bit with the poking beans and the beanie weenies and all of that. Man. My wife's part of a Southwest class of 89.
I know my dad gonna call me about that today.
Yeah, man. It's a lot happening. I want y'all to get tuned in. Actually, man, we're just blessed to be here today, man.
Glad to
so much going on. Smoke, did you hear about all the nurses and employees that were fired up in New York for not getting the vaccine shot? Right. So if y'all think this thing's not real, let me tell you. I was talking to a lady today that's lived longer than I have. She was talking about the polio shot that we've all taken. I think you got the little thing of sugar or that what was it? Polio. So many shots that we had to have as children going to school. Right. And so I don't understand now that folks are just hesitant, and now you're risking losing your livelihood.
Mm-hmm.
And
everything you work for.
Pfizer is trying to come out with a pill, and people are saying all this stuff. It could have whatever in it and all of this. And I just say, if you go to any restaurant and if you're ordering the hot wings, the meals, all the food with the preservatives in it, you don't know what they're shooting in the food, but you're afraid about something that's, that, people are saying they're going to save your life. I can tell you this, and Smoke said something about the number of folks last year that's dying, and we had the same number of deaths and whatever, but they were not dying
That's
from COVID.
total per year.
They wasn't dying from COVID. And I'm just saying, Smoke, I'd just rather be safe than sorry, man.
Right. That's no problem, man. Everybody, have their own opinion about why and, if they want to take the
and I'm not
vaccine,
debating them,
No problem. No problems on that.
It's just like people that don't believe in God. Say, I don't believe. I want to listen. I believe in God. If you want to be safe and sorry, I'm on the right side.
Right. And all I ask anybody to do is any research that you can do on any of the vaccines that you are going to take or have taken already. Is to just research what the doctors say, what's in it. I mean, it's just as simple as that.
Smoke once told me a story that he got so sick and ill, he actually died and went to heaven and met God. And you knocked on the, how'd it go? You
knocked on the gate, man. And he told me, look, man, you're going to have to go on downstairs.
Smoke, what does he mean when he said you're going to have to go downstairs?
I ain't know either, because I didn't even want to find the elevator. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going up.
So can you imagine to get to heaven and you made it through heaven and God tells you what, Smoke?
Hey, look, hey, player, you're going to have to go downstairs. I said, what downstairs? He said, downstairs. I said, downstairs. He said, yeah, you're going to go downstairs.
Did you have to stay downstairs, or was it for a little while? Or?
He just said, you know what I'm saying, did like till we finish the spade game, and I might come back. But
so y'all in heaven playing spades, or they in hell playing spades?
Hell playing spades. They gonna play cards in heaven like that. That's the they drinking and everything down there.
It's spades the game, man.
Yeah, you know it. Got a few people play bid whist, old school. But
I don't know about bid.
I never played bid whist. They say it's close to spades, but I have no idea how to play that game.
Yeah.
But spades is the one we do play, Beat you up all the time, Al. You know how it is.
Yeah. Somebody's trying to call it. We'll take a call. Somebody said they had a question. If our engineer, if we get a call, we'll try and take the call through. If somebody wants to call and ask a question on this Friday here.
This Friday.
Yeah. We got to go and check out with Ms. Maylene and Jim Bob.
Is the rain gone, man?
The rain is it?
I think it is.
It's been raining all week, man.
Got down last
Everything's
night.
flooding, man.
It is.
Yeah,
the hotels around town.
Smoke, you remember the hotel we used to have all the comedians in?
Right.
Down on what was that? Pine on Avenue?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it was a Pine on it.
Oh yeah. The one all the way down.
Yeah, Economy was it flooded out. People couldn't even get in and out of their room.
Yeah, they had to swim.
You don't remember when the guy that owns Overtown, what is it? What's the name of the club he owns now? Ice Bar.
Right. Wilson Road.
You don't forget, man.
I didn't know who you were talking about.
The owner that owns Ice Bar used to work and be the general manager at the hotel back in the day.
That's correct. That is
James.
correct. I wasn't thinking about James.
Yeah, James. And James was in there studying for his master's degree and whatever. James now is a millionaire.
Yeah.
Yeah, James doing big things, living over in Memphis. He actually owns the Ice Bar. He owns he's part of the $5 million marijuana club. James doing some big thing. And James always tells us that story that, he was the GM back in the day. We would bring all the comedians back on Thursday, and we was downtown doing all that good stuff, man.
Oh yeah.
So shouts out to James over there. And James, we're hoping that he's gonna bring one of his companies to Macon over doing the Macon Mall area.
Oh yeah.
And so we're looking for foot traffic, Smoke.
Yeah, exactly. How many I heard 100, but how many stores do you know maybe coming to the mall?
I don't know. I mean, there are stores now. I think back in the day there were well over 250 stores. And so I think the whole idea is looking for foot traffic, businesses that could bring more foot traffic in. And you don't want just, a bunch of stores that's all the
same thing. Yeah.
Right. Because I think you're going to move the Board of Elections over there. And I was in Atlanta over at South DeKalb earlier this week. and I'm looking around in their mall, and they got the driver's license bureau over in there. And I just wondered, it's more of a state issue with the driver's license. But man, if you can get like the driver's license, because you're looking for more foot traffic.
Right.
And so down in Hoover, Alabama, if y'all want to do some research and say, has this ever been done before? It's been done over in somewhere down in Alabama, where they taken some government, businesses, public-private relationships, and put it in a mall. And so, yeah. Yeah. We got about 5 minutes left, man.
Indeed. I was looking for the Mardi Gras, though. I did hear originally 100 stores. That was back when renovations first started on the outside, where you can see they got they put the new grass and the new billboards on the Mercer side of the mall and on the Eisenhower side. I wish they bring another movie theater.
Well, we were trying a couple of years ago. I think, Smoke, you may be pleasantly surprised.
I know what we need, though, Al. Me and you need to go ahead and invest in a drive-in.
Man,
drive-in theater.
When I was coming down from Atlanta, I remember the drive-in still exists in Atlanta on Moreland Avenue.
Right.
And I think I've been there once.
I went once
with my wife. I may have been twice, because I think one of our comedians, McBootsy, may have shown it to me. Or he lived off Moreland, but I went there once. Now, people don't understand. I think that would be something unique. And I think that's what David Ayala was talking about. They did something similar even with concerts.
Okay.
Where they, during COVID, people were able to drive up in their cars and you could display and have a screen set up and you could pay a fee, and then you could actually watch a live concert digitally on screen.
Okay.
And so that was something. It's been a lot of new and creative things.
Yeah, definitely with
that have happened with COVID.
Yeah. Definitely. And I think there was something he was mentioning too as well, is about talent doing getting a special link. Pretty much like people do the Zoom.
Yeah.
Get a Zoom link and you join in and you get to watch entertainers do their thing privately, sort of a private show for you and whoever paid to see it. But yeah, the internet is expanding comedy and a lot of different areas of entertainment with this type of deal.
Yeah.
And I'm glad, man, because like without us being able to go do shows in the club, we can do them online.
That's what's up. Smoke, it's Friday. Today is Friday. That's where we're coming to you. I don't know who the Falcons play this
weekend. We're playing the New York Football Jets in London.
That's right.
We got to go all the way to London to lose. We got to go all the way over.
No, don't say that, brother.
You're right.
The game comes on at 9:30 a.m.
They're going to lose.
9:30 a.m. The Atlanta Falcons and Giants, and somebody else is playing up in England. The Jets.
Yeah, they're playing Jets.
And somebody else is playing in England. So
I think I think we're going to win that game.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about it, just like living in LA, because they're 3 hours back, the game usually starts here at 1 o'clock, starts there at 10 a.m. So after the Fury fight this weekend, hopefully, Wilder and Fury fight, I can just get up Sunday morning and watch our Falcons, man.
That's right.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Al Tillman.
This is Smoke.
We come to you each and every Friday. It's been a pleasure. I want to thank all our guests, man.
David Ayala, general manager of the Cineplex, came on, gave us a great interview, great information, new updates, and I'd like to thank who else? Our sponsors.
All our sponsors, man.
Definitely.
Yeah. Overtime Bar and Grill. Same with Mike.
And the radio station.
Biscuits, breakfast, and more. All those folks out there, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Definitely, man. Definitely appreciate y'all. Have a great, safe weekend.
781-8000.
I don't think it's going to rain.
They
had enough rain for this week. Anyway.
Y'all take care of yourselves, man.
For real.
Bless you, stay.
Blessings to everybody.
Sometimes the Ozzy brothers, they come.
Y'all tickets.
Living on a thing. Ain't no place I'd rather be than with you.
Well. The views expressed on this program are not necessarily the views of the Glory 980 AM, the Glory Media Group, LLC, WDDO AM, its staff, management, or advertisers, but are the views and opinions of the participants of the broadcast.